PXO Star.
The national constitution is you. The Bill of Rights is you. Because it deals with all your rights and issues. That's why I really need to tell you that you really got to know
about it.
And there ain't no need for you
to doubt it. It deals with your rights and issues. That's why you gotta know about it. It's true, yeah.
You've been given the ability. The future lies in your hands. All persons with disabilities, you got a right to be heard.
All of my people and all of my youth should know that we all in this together. Well, my women, stop for a minute, let's help each other.
The national constitution is you. The Bill of Rights is you. Because it deals with all your rights and issues. That's why I really need to tell you that you really got to know
about it.
And there ain't no need for you
to doubt it. It deals with your rights and issues. That's why you gotta know about it. It's true, yeah.
This message has been brought to you by Deaf Zimbabwe and Zimbabwe Civic Education Trust. For more information, please call 0713-116-895 and 0785-392-698.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And now this program is proudly brought to you by the Deaf Zimbabwe Trust and in association with the Zimbabwe Civic Education Trust as well. We seek to advance constitutional literacy and increase access to information on the Zimbabwean Constitution among rural and urban youth, women and persons with disabilities in Zimbabwe. So today on the program, we're talking about the independent commissions supporting democracy. And we have our guest today, Commissioner Rev Charles Masunungure from the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, and how are you, DJ Mox?
I am very well. I'm very well, Commissioner. Now, what is the function of the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission? Let's start there.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for listening in. The function of the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission is derived from a couple of provisions in the Constitution. For example, Section 233 of the Constitution explains the 6 functions of all in Chapter 12 independent commissions, one of which is to support and entrench human rights and democracy. And also we are responsible for protecting the sovereignty and interests of the people, and to promote the constitutionalism and transparency and accountability in public institutions. So you find that the Commission, because it reports to Parliament, it has an oversight role over the activities of public institutions. And also we are there to secure the observance of democratic values, and then to make sure that wherever there are injustices, they are remedied. So that will be Section 233. That is the common denominator for all what we call Chapter 12 commissions or independent commissions. But the Constitution also provides for the specific functions of the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission. That is in Section 252. You have there 10 functions. And we normally want to summarize them in a simple way to say they are in 3. The work of the Commission is summarized in 3. The first part is what we call dealing with the past. This is where we are talking about healing for people that are affected by past violent conflicts. As the name says, National Peace and Reconciliation Commission. We are responsible for reconciling people that have wronged each other. So we deal with the past. But we also deal with the present. This is where we look at reviewing of our government policies and legislation that promotes or hinders peaceful coexistence. And then the third component is the prevention. We prevent that which happens from not happening again. So we are trying to push for a never again moment through our vision, which is a peaceful Zimbabwe for all generations. So in short, I can summarize the work of the Commission like that.
Does the Constitution of Zimbabwe provide for the functions of the commissions that are put together?
Definitely, as I have said already, Section 233 gives us 6 functions that are common to all independent commissions that include the NPRC, but also Section 252 is specific to the commission that we are, National Peace and Reconciliation Commission. So our functions are there, but beyond the Constitution, you see that there is an Act of Parliament, the NPRC Act, Chapter 10.32, and the regulations that the Commission developed to give life to what the Constitution is saying. Because the Constitution alone cannot be worked on. You need something that operationalizes the work. That is the Act and the regulation.
All right.
Yes.
Now, what programs does the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission embark on in promoting human rights in the country?
Right. So the issue of promotion of human rights is actually part of the functions that we see in Section 233. And precisely we share that function with other commissions, that is Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, Zimbabwe Media Commission, Zimbabwe Gender Commission, and the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission. Our contribution to that is the component where, as the NPRC, we are looking at the dispute or conflict component, where human rights violations cause conflict, or where conflict causes a human rights violation. That is where the NPRC comes in. And so our programs mainly are whether we are dealing with the past, or we are dealing with the present, or we are dealing with prevention. Our thrust, as we look at human rights violations, is not just in general, because that is where the Human Rights Commission looks at. But our thrust as the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission is to look at the human rights violation that is a result of conflict, or a conflict that results in a human rights violation. Then we push it through the 12 functions, as I have explained already.
Now, Commissioner, the COVID-19 pandemic was, a blow to the entire world. How did the COVID-19 pandemic and the imposition of the lockdown impact on the work that you currently do?
Thanks very much, DJ Mox. First of all, I want to admit that we were all taken by surprise. Like everyone else in this nation, no one thought that in 2020 we would have a year that would lose a lot of ground in terms of programming, because of the limitations for physical contact and meetings. We have lost a lot of opportunities for engaging the public, because the work of the Commission is not in the offices. Mm-hmm. The work of the Commission is down in the village, in the wards, in the constituencies, at the district, at the borehole. So we were also equally challenged by the advent of the COVID-19. However, we also came up with mechanisms like virtual interactions through WhatsApp groups, through even using the radio, the television, and even to, in a limited way, conduct such meetings that we conduct in the within the environment of the provisions as given by government. So indeed, it has also really affected us, because we were supposed to, by now, having done our public hearings, we were supposed also to have done our baseline researches, even investigations, that when people make their complaints, we are supposed to go down to meet the people. Some of it we involved workshops and interactions in communities. All those can be done in an environment where gatherings are prohibited.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right. Commissioner, thank you so much for coming through today and just being with us on the show. And, people are actually interested in what the Commission does and how they can actually get involved. Someone here came through and asked, can anyone apply for the Commission's help or involvement?
Yes, that's very correct. They can apply for the involvement of the Commission. We have got two offices right now. One office is at number 99 Jason Moyo Avenue in Harare, at the 6th and 7th floor of the First Mutual Building in Harare. Mm-hmm. But we have the second office, which is our regional office, is at the 6th floor at First Mutual Building, corner 9th Avenue in Joshua Kabukongomo in Bulawayo. And our telephone numbers, if you want to contact us for the Bulawayo office, is 292-70101.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and then the Harare office is also 792676. But we are on social media. We are on Facebook. If you Google NPRC, you will get the website, the Twitter handle, as well as the Facebook page.
We've come to the end of our discussion with Commissioner Rev Charles Masunungure from the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you have a busy day ahead, so I'm going to let you go right now.
Thank you, DJ Mox. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for listening in.
All right. And we've come to the end of our discussion. For more information or assistance on these and other issues, please call or SMS or WhatsApp Deaf Zimbabwe Trust and Civic Education Trust on 0713-116-895 or 0785-392-698. This program is proudly brought to you by Deaf Zimbabwe Trust in association with the Zimbabwe Civic Education Trust.
In National Constitution nguwe, Bill of Rights yakhona nguwe, ibalisa ngamalungelo akho ngakho ngifisa ifundwe nguwe, ukuthi awusiwo ngakho lubale lolu
ibalisa ngamalungelo akho nokwenza amalungelo akho.
Bonke abesifazana labakhulayo liyaqhakathekiswa ngumthetho, abagogekileyo lani lamalungelo awusiwo mdlalo lo, ifunde ngobuntu bakho bubhaliwe, qhakathekiswa ubuntu bakho. I-National Constitution nguwe, i-Bill of Rights yakhona nguwe, ibalisa ngamalungelo akho ngakho ngifisa ifundwe nguwe, ukuthi awusiwo ngakho lubale lolu
ibalisa ngamalungelo akho nokwenza amalungelo akho.
Umlayezo lo ulethelwa zinhlanganiso ezigoqela i-Deaf Zimbabwe kanye le-Zimbabwe Civic Education Trust. Xhumana labo kunombolo zocingo ezithi 0713-116-895, 0785-392-698. Ugwalo lesisekelo somthetho seZimbabwe, lwazi luyakuqakathekisa.